Hi there. Hope you have a fantastic day. This lesson, I will teach you how to multiply decimals. Of course, there's a PDF file versions on the description below for you to download so you can work with me. Otherwise, let's go straight into it. When we multiply decimals, first step is we just ignore the decimal point first, okay? So we just multiply as per normal. And then once we get the answer, we just count how many number after the decimal points, and then we just work out from there. So let's get into it. So number 1, part A. So we have 0.3 times 4. So we just ignore the decimal point first. So that is 3 times 4, right? So 3 times 4 will give me 12. So let me just write underneath here. Is equal to 12. And then we have only one number after the decimal point. So therefore, we just put a decimal point right here. Okay? So that is 1.2 instead of 12. Now, part B, we have 0.5 times 6. Again, we just ignore the decimal point first. So that becomes 5 times 6. 5 times 6 is equal to 30. So let me just write 30. So there you go. But then we have one number after decimal point. So that means we just need to move 1 here. Okay? So that is 3.0. Or you can write 3 if you wish. Part C. We have 0.7 times 3. So if we ignore the decimal point, that becomes 7 times 3. And 7 times 3 is 21. Then we have one number after the decimal point. So therefore, the answer should be one number after the decimal point as well. So we just move 1 here. So there you go. So it's 2.1. So there you go. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. Before I do that, please do not forget to give me a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't done so you can help me to grow my channel. So part D. So we have 0.2 times 8. So we ignore the decimal point. It becomes 2 times 8. So 2 times 8 will give me 16. But then we have one number after the decimal point. So the answer should be 1.6. So if we move 1 in here, so that means 1.6. So there you go. Part E. 0.9 times 5, we ignore the decimal point, it becomes 9 times 5. And 9 times 5 is 45. So let me write this down. 45. And we have one number after the decimal point. So this means that the answer is 4.5 instead of 45. There you go. Part F, we have 0.4 times 7. So it becomes 4 times 7. Remember, we ignore the decimal point. So 4 times 7 is 28. We have one number after the decimal point. So this means that the answer also one number after the decimal point as well. So 28 becomes 2.8. Part G, 0.6 times 9. So we just ignore the decimal point. It becomes 6 times 9. So 6 times 9 is 54. So we just go 54. And we have one number after the decimal point. So therefore, the answer should give me 5.4. Okay? And we have, for H here, we have 0.1 times 10. So ignore the decimal point, becomes 1 times 10. 1 times 10 is 10. Then we have one number after the decimal point. So that will give me 1.0. Or you can just write 1. Part I, 0.8 times 2. We ignore the decimal point, becomes 8 times 2. Give me 16. Then we have one number after decimal point. So we have one decimal place as well. So 1.6. So there you go. Question number 2. Part A, we have 0.2 times 4. So remember, we need to ignore the decimal point first. So it becomes 12 times 4. So 12 times 4 equal to 48. I write 48 here. But then we have two numbers after the decimal point this time. So that becomes, the answer should be two numbers after the decimal point as well. We have 48, so that means 0.48. 0.48. So that becomes, we put a 0 in front. That's all it is, okay? Now, part B, we have 0.25 times 6. So it becomes 25 times 6. So I can do underneath here. So 25 times 6. So 6 times 5, give me 30. Carry 3. And 6 times 2 is 12. We add 3 is 15. So the answer is 150. But then we have two numbers after the decimal point. So our answer should be two numbers after the decimal point as well. So we have 1.50 or 1.5 if you wish. Now, part C. So we have 0.33 times 3. We ignore the decimal point, becomes 33 times 3. 33 times 3 will give me 99. So that is 99. And we have two numbers after the decimal point. So that means the answer should be two numbers after the decimal point as well. So we put a point here. And that should be, put a 0. Okay? So it becomes 0.99. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. So part D, we have 0.45 times 2. So it becomes 45 times 2. We ignore the decimal point first. Remember that. So that is equal to 49 times 2. Give me 90. So I write 90. And because we have two numbers after the decimal point, so it becomes 0.90. Okay, so I put a point here. But then, better if we write a 0 in front. So 0.90. Part E. So we have 0.17 times 5. It becomes 17 times 5. So I do out here. Okay, that is equal to, let me write underneath here, 17 times 5. 5 times 7 is 35. Put a 3 here. 5 times 1 is 5. Add 3 is 8. So 85. So write 85. But then we have two numbers after the decimal point. So this means that is 0.85. Okay. So there you go. But then we put a 0 in front. So it becomes 0.85. Part F. We have 0.08 times 7. We ignore the decimal point. Becomes 8 times 7. 8 times 7 is 56. So we write 56. But then we have two numbers after the decimal point. So the decimal point should be in front of 5. So 0.56. So there you go. Now, part G. We have 0.72 times 4. It becomes 72 times 4. So let me write underneath here. So 72 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 7 will give me 28. So I write 28. So that is 288. And we have two numbers after the decimal point. So therefore, the answer should have two decimal places as well. So 1, 2. So the answer is 2.88. 0.55 times 6. So it becomes 55 times 6. So that will give me, so I go 55, I times 6. So 6 times 5 will give me 30. Put a 0 here, and we carry 3. And 6 times 5 is 30. Add 3, 33. So there you go, 330. But then we have two numbers after the decimal point. So the answer should have two decimal places as well. So 1, 2. So the dot here. So 3.30. Now, part I. 0.99 times 2 becomes 99 times 2. The right equal here. We have 99. We times 2. 2 times 9 is 18. We carry 1. 2 times 9 is 18. Add 1 is 19. So the answer is 198. And we have two numbers after the decimal point. So that means 1.98. So there you go. Question number 3. Part A. We have 0.4 times 1.5. So first thing is we ignore the decimal point, becomes 4 times 15. So that 4 times 15 is same as 15 times 4 if you wish. So just work it out first. So that is equal to 15 times 4 or 4 times 15 if you like. And if you think about it, if we double 15, give me 30. If we double again, give me 60. So 4 times 15 is 60. So we write 60 down. But then we have one number after the decimal point, and we have another one as well. So we have two numbers after the decimal point. So that becomes 0.60. Okay, and then we need to add a 0 in front. So the answer is 0.60. Part B. We have 0.6 times 2.3. Ignore the decimal point, becomes 6 times 23. It's exactly the same as 23 times 6. Okay, and we just write the larger number on top, so it's easier to multiply. That's all. Otherwise, 6 times 23 is still correct. Okay, so now 3 times 6 is 18. Right, 8 carry 1. 2 times 6 or 6 times 2 is 12. Add 1 is 13. So the answer is 138. And we have one number after the decimal point, and we have another one as well. So altogether is two numbers after the decimal point. So we have two numbers after decimal point for our answer as well. So we have 1, 2 here. So 1.38. Now part C, 0.7 times 0.8. Ignore the decimal point, becomes 7 times 8. 7 times 8 is 56. So the answer is equal to 56. We have one number after the decimal point, and we have another one as well. Altogether, we have two numbers after the decimal point. So we have 1, 2, put a dot here. So the answer is 0.56. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. Part D, 0.9 times 3.2. We ignore the decimal point. So it becomes 9 times 32. So just write 32 times 9 instead. Okay. So that is 32 times 9. So 9 times 2 is 18. So we carry 1. 9 times 3 is 27. Add 1 is 28. So there you go. The answer is 288. And we have one number after decimal point and another one here. So two numbers after the decimal point. So we have 1, 2. So there you go. Part E. So we have 1.2 times 0.5. So it's the same as 12 times 5 first. 5 times 2 is 10. Carry 1. And 5 times 1 is 5. Add 1 is 6. So the answer is 60. But then we have one number, two numbers after the decimal point. So the answer should have two numbers after the decimal point as well. So 0.60. But then we put a 0 in front. So 0.60. Part F. 2.5 times 0.4 is equal to 25 times 4 first. 25 times 4. So we can do double 25 and we double again. Okay, so 25 with double 50. Double again give us 100. Otherwise, just times as per normal. So we have 100. Then we have two numbers after decimal points. So we have 1, 2. So that becomes 1, 2. So 1.00, or you can write 1. Okay. Part G, we have 0.15 times 6. So we ignore the decimal point. So that is 15 times 6 first. 6 times 5 is 30. We put the 3 on top of 1. 6 times 1 is 6. Add 3 is 9. So the answer is 90. But then we have 1, 2, 3 number after decimal point. So we go 1, 2. We need to put a 0 here and 3. The 3 number after the decimal point. So we just put a dot in front and then we put a 0 in front here. So that's all it is. Okay, keep that in mind. For H, 0.25 we times 1.2. So that is becomes 25 times 12. And don't forget, we just need to ignore the decimal point first. 2 times 5 is 10. So carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Add 1, give me 5. Write 0. 1 times 5, give me 5. 1 times 2, give me 2. And we add them up. So that give me 0, 10, carry 1 here is 3. So the answer is 300. We have one number, two numbers, three numbers after decimal point. So this means we have 3 numbers after the decimal point as well. So we go 1, 2, 3, the decimal point here. And then we just write a 0 in front. Okay? Or we can just write 0.3. That would do. Okay? Now, I, 0.35 times 0.8. So that is 35. We times 8. We ignore the decimal point. 8 times 5 is 40. So carry 4. 8 times 3, 24. Plus 4, 28. So that is equal to 280. One number, two numbers, three numbers after the decimal point. So we have 3 numbers after the decimal point as well. 1, 2, 3. So the 0.280. So we put a 0 in front as well. So, or you write 0.28, okay? Or you write 0.280, still correct. Problem solving. Part A. Emma buys a pencil for $1.25. How much do 6 pencils cost? So we need to have 6 of them. That means 6 times 1.25, because each pencil costs $1.25 and Emmy buys 6 of them. So we just go 1.25 times 6. So that is, so just work it out first. So that becomes 125 times 6. So 6 times 5 give me 30. So carry 3. 6 times 2 is 12. Add 3 is 15. Carry 1. 6 times 1 is 6. Then we add 1 is 7. And we have 1, 2 number after decimal point. So we have 1, 2. So 7.5. So that is $7.50. And don't forget, because we're dealing with money, so the number of places is 2 decimal places. Then we need to answer the question. So you go, therefore, $7.50. So there you go. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through it with you. So we know that one bag weighs this much. And then we need to work out 3 bags. Okay, so that means 3 times that amount. So that means 2.35 we times 3. Now we just need to ignore the decimal point. Becomes 235 times 3. And 5 times 3 is 15. Carry 1. And 3 times 3 is 9. Add 1, 10. We carry 1. 3 times 2 is 6. Add 1 is 7. And we have 1, 2 number after decimal point. So it should be 7.05. So 7.05 kilograms. So you go, therefore, 7.05 kilograms. So there you go. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. So we know that 0.75 meters is for 1 scarf, and Olivia needs 5 of them. So we just go 5 times that. So 0.75 we just times by 5. That is equal to, so we ignore the decimal point. It becomes 75 we times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry 2. 5 times 7 is 35. So add 2 is 37. And we have 1, 2 numbers after the decimal point. So that should be 1, 2, 3.75. So therefore, 3.75 meters of fabric she needed. Okay, so there you go. Part D. So we know that Noah travels 15.5 kilometers per hour and he's go for 2.5 hours. So we need to work out the distance. So that means 1 hour is 15.5 kilometers and we need to work out 2.5 hours. So which is times by 2.5. And we ignore the decimal point. It becomes, and we ignore the decimal point. It becomes 155 times 25. So I just go 155 times 25. Times 25. So there you go. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry 2. 5 times 5, 25. Add 2, 27. And 5 times 1 is 5. Add 2 is 7. So there you go. Now 2 times 5, it gives me 10. I put a 0 here first. So 10, carry 1. 2 times 5 is 10. Add 1 is 11. Carry 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Add 1 is 3. There you go. Then we just add them up. 5, 7, 8, 3. So there you go. So we have one number, two numbers after the decimal point. So that becomes 38.75. So 38.75 kilometers. I just write underneath here. So therefore, 38.75 kilometers. So there you go. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Hi there, I'm back. How did you go? Let me go through them with you. So first of all, we know that each box weight 0.425 kilograms. And Liam has 24 of them. So that means 0.425 we times 24. So there you go. So let me just work it out. So we ignore the decimal point first. So that becomes 425 times 24. So there you go. 4 times 5 is 20. So we carry 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Add 2 is 10. Right, 0, carry 1. 4 times 4 is 16. Add 1, 17. So there you go. Then we clear this first. Then we put a 0. We go 2 times 5 is 10. We put 0, carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Add 1 is 5. 4 times 2 is 8. So therefore, this should be 8. So if we add them up, that should give us 0, 0. That give me 3. So that give me 12, carry 1. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 8 is 10. And we have 1, 2, 3 number after decimal point. Or this 3 here. Okay, the same. 3 number after decimal point. So we have 1, 2, 3. So it should be 10.2. So therefore, 10.2 kilograms. So there you go. Part F. So we know that $3.99 per pack. And Anita bought 5 of them. So we just go 3.99, which is times by 5. Then we just ignore the decimal point. So we just go 3.99 times 5. So 5 times 9 is 45. Carry 4. 5 times 9, 45. Add 4, 49. So carry 4. Don't forget, we just ignore the decimal point. And 3 times 5 is 15. Add 4, 19. Now we have 2 numbers after the decimal point. So we have 1, 2. So there you go. So that is 19.95. So therefore, the cost is $19.95. So there you go. I hope you got it correct. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.